Google just announced another billion-dollar investment in India. Not for ads, not for campaigns, but for something far more serious, building India's digital backbone. They're setting up data centers, investing in AI, and supporting Indian startups, and that is what economists call foreign direct investment or FDI. FDI is different because it means commitment. It's not we believe in your market, it's about we are building our future with your market. FDI is when foreign company does not just send money to India, it builds in India. They buy land, set up factories, hire locals, they take long-term bets on India's growth unlike foreign investors who just buy stocks and exit anytime. That is called FPI, foreign portfolio investment. Now FDI is not just about money, it's about trust, technology and transformation. When companies like Google, Apple, Tesla invest, they don't just bring cash, they bring job, modern system, global supply chains and advanced skill. That's how India grows faster. Now, what makes India so attractive about FDI? Why our global companies are obsessed with India? Because this country offers unbeatable advantage of scale, skill, and stability. So why India loves FDI? Everyone says India wants FDI for jobs and growth, but that's not the only truth. The real reason is FDI brings dollars, the real foreign currency that strengthens our foreign reserve, stabilize rupee. It helps Indian finance imports pay for oil and reduce borrowings. So every time a global giant invests here, it's not only about Make in India, it's about keeping our rupee strong and economy stable. FDI is India's quiet shield against the currency shocks. So when it comes to FDI, the government is saying if you are bringing capital, job and innovation, we will make a smooth road for you. And that's why we have 100% FDI in key sectors like telecom, manufacturing and renewable energy. Lower corporate tax for few manufacturing units and production linked incentive schemes that literally reward foreign companies for building in India. But too much FDI in critical sectors like telecom, digital infrastructure can actually create dependence. That's why India tightened Chinese FDI after 2020. It's not about economics, but it's about national security. So yes, India wants FDI, but it also wants to stay in control of its data, defense, and destiny. It's a constant balancing act between the growth and sovereign. Now, 70% of all FDI in India goes to few states only: Maharashtra, Karnataka, Gujarat, and Delhi NCR. Why? Because investors go where there is infrastructure, ports, and easier approvals, which means states like Bihar, UP, MP, the millions of youth barely see a fraction of that capital. So while headline says that India is getting billions, in reality, only the parts of India are. That's why FDI also exposes how uneven the growth truly is. So for India, it means new job, capital, and technology, and for investors, it means access to consumers' data and influence. It's not good or bad on its own, it's a transaction of interest, where both sides gets value but not always in the same currency.